Hi, Judd here. It's been a very strange week. I spent a lot of it in bed, just couldn't do anything. And Tuesday I woke up at 5 a.m. and I would have sworn in a court of law that it was Thursday. Then come Thursday I wake up, God, I don't know what time it was, early, and I think it's Monday. I mean, and not like, gee, oh, I made a mistake. It's like it's Monday. And I look at the clock and, no, it was Friday. It was Friday. That was Friday because I look at the clock and it's Friday. I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, very weird week. So at 11:45, I had an appointment with my chiropractor. And I went over there, and while I was waiting, I went out front, and he's got this whole front edge thing going on with ground cover there that is just like perfect. It doesn't have weeds and stuff coming through it. It's just sitting there nice. It stays at that height. And I'm thinking, boy, I need some of that stuff. So they didn't know what it was there. So on the way home, I stopped at Anson's nursery. The first person I talked to had no idea what I was talking about. I showed him the picture, and she said, you need the expert. I said, yeah, that's what I want. I want the expert. And they said, so I went inside, and she was wonderful. And she looked at the picture, and like instantly, it's like, that's Asiatic jasmine. And we have 3 varieties of it, and that one's the green. So I got 4 pots of that, and I'm going to put them in here and maybe here if that works out. I'm not certain about that, but we got to see how well they spread and everything. Of course, I got to clean this all up. So I'm going to get up early tomorrow before it gets hot and start digging and clear the way to get those into there. Various things I did this week, not much. The first thing is I put this cabinet in place. I had to clear and clean the area where I want to put this cabinet permanently. So I did that and put the cabinet in there. And then I'm looking at it, and what do you see? Do you see it? It needs another shelf up there, right? So I'm in progress on that. So I got to build a new shelf for that. I've got yard kittens now. I'd take them in, but my house is in no condition to have any animals in it. It's barely in condition for me to be in it. Anyway, there you go, yard kittens. I was just chatting with a neighbor and found out something about the feral cats around here, but anyways, came back up on my porch. It's dark now, and I got the frog sitting up here on the porch. Say hello, frog. Hello. And the mama cat is down there. I was checking out if any of those cats belong to my neighbors, and no, but they found a feral Siamese kitten today. Main thing is I just want to show you my frog. Hello, frog. An interesting thing, I haven't seen those cats and no sign of them since that night. One job I did get done was defrosting the freezer. Been a lot longer than I thought or usually let it go. I had quite one heck of a buildup in there. I use a hot air gun and a plastic putty knife. Sometimes you can get that whole top to drop in 1 piece or 2 pieces. And then afterwards, when I'm finished, I wipe the whole thing down with cooking oil. Spray stuff. I spray some of that stuff onto a rag and wipe down the whole interior, and that makes the ice fall off easier when you get back to this point. I went shopping, came back, parked my car, got out of the car, saw this view, I liked it, so I took the shot. Then I'm sitting out here one morning, I got this beautiful cardinal shot. Love that. Always happy when I get a cardinal on camera. Not an easy thing to do. Then the moon, Friday night, I'm sitting out on the back porch, I look and there's the moon. It doesn't care that the sun's still in the sky. It's like, I'm coming up. The hell with you, here I come. I don't think it likes daylight savings times. Or it doesn't give a damn. So there you go, that's the week so far, or the week in review, or whatever, because I didn't do a lot of video. Oh, I made a video for a friend who made a post that they were sitting in a railway station and had a ticket for their destination. Well, what are you going to do? This is what I did. I'm on a tour of Disney's lands, my suitcase and smartphone in hand. Every trip is neatly planned for a couple of big Disney fans. Disney bound, oh yes I am. Disney bound. Parks where my dreams are waiting. Parks where my music's playing. Parks where Mickey is waiting happily for me. Oh, and here's a nice shot. Look at that. I like the way the sun's playing on all those trees. Makes a nice abstract if you look at it. You know, take out what it is. Forget that it's trees and just look at it as a light and dark and a shape thing. Nice image. So I guess I did get some stuff done this week. Looking back, more than I thought I did. Interesting. It's not even really hot out. In fact, I've got the doors open, but it's still incredibly humid. So, I mean, after 15, 18 minutes of work, I'm like hot and sweaty. Oh my God, there's a pair of cardinals again. I don't got the zoom camera, but right down there, there's the married couple. Oh, it's a three-way. They've always been a three-way. That's so weird. See? There were three of them. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to clear out this area to put in those new plants. Just get that area cleared up. I've been dumping stuff in there and put in those plants, see if they take, see if they spread, see how they behave, and then I'll know what to do with the rest of the area. Last night I decided I'd get out first thing in the morning, which is unusual for me, before it got hot, so I could get this outdoor heavy physical labor done before it gets sweaty. Wow, only 8 o'clock and it's already getting too hot to work. I had to close the doors to the house, put on the AC. Unbelievable. Well, I suppose not, it's Florida. I don't mind the heat in the least, but this humidity. I mean, when I came out here, it was like 62 degrees, I think, and the humidity was still overpowering. That's just ridiculous. Anyway, having a break, gonna have some breakfast, and get back to work. Not a lot of work, just gonna break up all that ground over there, and then put the new plants in there, and then water them. Water them, water them, water them, water, 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 water. About an hour in now, it's about 9 o'clock. Getting hot, and the humidity, of course, continues. But it's interesting. It's quite strenuous to me to be doing this, but and now it's gotten to the point where it's still strenuous, but it's starting to be fun, which is really weird. Work is fun. Uh, that's all. Whew, well, that was a working over. Uh, I think I've had enough of that fun for today. I'll move the plants tomorrow. They'll be fine where they are for another day. I mean, they sat up at the nursery for God knows how long in those little pots. Now behind me, you see an interesting configuration. I'm trying to flatten a piece of plywood that I'm using for that shelf I want to build. But I just realized that I put the supports in already, so I'm not going to be able to get that shelf in there. So I got to figure out some way to get that in there. Once that is settled into a flat thing, I poured boiling water on it. It was all warm. And then left it weighted overnight. And I'm going to let it dry out all day. And then hopefully it'll hold its new form. That's up to the minute. Guess what I'm going to do? It involves a P, an L, and two O's. So there you go. Happy day to you. Hope it's a good one.